Hello, this is Aaron Gabriel from Cornell Cooperative Extension. In this training video, I will show you how to use an Excel spreadsheet to determine your farm machinery costs. The spreadsheet is called Machine Cost 06. It was developed by Ron Schuler from the University of Wisconsin. Ron has since retired. So in farm machinery costs, there's two expenses that you need to pay attention to: your fixed cost and your variable costs. And this spreadsheet will keep track of both of those for you. First, we want to look at the tractor that you're using. And the blue numbers are where you can enter your information, and the other parts of the spreadsheet are protected, so you can't change those. So the code 1 is for a two-wheel drive tractor. Code 2 would be for a four-wheel drive tractor. And here you're going to enter in the purchase price of the tractor. This one was purchased for over $31,000. You can see that it's a new tractor because the machine's age is 0 years in this cell. And if you go over to this cell, it's the number of hours used, and that is 0. If you were to purchase a new tractor, you would put in the age of the tractor when you purchased it and how many hours are on the engine. Typically, tractors have a life of about 12 years, and engineers have figured out how much to attribute to depreciation and insurance and repairs and also housing the machine, all those fixed costs. They have figured out, and in this spreadsheet, if you go all the way to the right, you can see all these numbers and factors, and those are what is used to determine those fixed costs for a machine depending on its age and price. So those are all stuck in formulas as you enter this information. So here we're expecting to own this tractor for 10 years. It's a 75 horsepower tractor. It's a diesel, and the current fuel price on this sheet is $2.20 a gallon. So depending on, and here is your estimated hours of use. So depending on how much you use this machine in a year, how much fuel you're burning, that figures out your wear and tear and how much you're going to need to put into repairs. So over the years, engineers have kind of figured out a standard for that. Now, if you have your own numbers and your own repair costs and fuel use and all that, you would be more accurate if you were to use your very own costs. Next, we go to the implement. There's a code here, 22, which indicates it's a mower conditioner, a rotary type. Other codes like 25 is for a small square baler. Okay. So you can put that in there. If you go down to this worksheet, if you go down to the bottom bar, it says machine codes, and it has a code for each type of machine. And so depending on what machine you're using, you will use that code in this cell right here. And this mower conditioner was purchased for $23,000. It's also brand new, but if it's not, you would put in its age and years in this cell on the left, and then the hours of use in the cell over on the right. And then you put in your years of expected ownership. Its working width here is 12 feet. How many acres it's used on each year, and how many times you're going to go over those acres. So this mower is going to be used for 3 cuttings on 233 acres. And field efficiency, that's an important number. So if you're going 7 miles an hour and you're working with this 12 feet, if you were not to have any corners but to be constantly mowing and not going over any tracks or anything, you'd have 100% field efficiency. But of course that doesn't happen because you have to pick up the mower and turn around and all that. So your field efficiency goes down a little bit, and that's going to vary depending on your machine. Also included in the spreadsheet is your labor costs, and also Here we have $11 an hour for labor, and also your price of what you're harvesting, the value of what you're harvesting. Here we have $72 for 1 unit, which may be, if it's forage, is going to be a ton of forage. And also how many hours a day this machine is used. And this works into the timeliness cost. So if you were to only use this machine a little bit each day, it would take you more time to complete your operations on 233 acres. And so there's a cost when you can't get your work done on time, and that is factored in. So down here, when we come to results, we come to the output of all the equations that are working behind the scenes. And we have our fixed costs, our repair costs, and fuel costs for our implement and tractor. And we also have labor. Labor is attached to the implement costs. And in this table down here on the bottom right is where we get our final output of the machine and tractor costs per acre and per hour. And also we on the next line we add in our timeliness costs. So if we're losing a little time and not getting things done perfectly, which in a farm is usually hard to do, that gets factored in. So to mow an acre of hay is $22.59, and per hour that would be $65.16. So we are going over this acre 3 times. So per cutting that would be $22.59 divided by 3. So with that information, you can analyze your business. If you're doing custom work, you can figure out what you should be charging. And so in order to run a business, you have to have this information, and the more information you have, the better you can analyze and make judgments. So thank you very much.